we were put here, we ended up in this position for a reason, and that's unfortunately, I guess, like a burden that we got to carry if this is what we want to do. And in a lot of ways, I wonder if it's too late, in the sense that like, I'm consumed by death now, is what it is. But like,
how does it affect you? Because now, we're in Miami right now. You're in LA around all type of crazy ass gang banging motherfuckers. How does it affect you when you move around knowing that you're somebody? You're very known over here. You could be a target because of a video you've created. You could be a target because obviously you got some fucking money. How do you move differently, and does it give you that extra paranoia?
Yeah, I definitely find I'm quite paranoid. I do suffer from anxiety. And I would say, to be honest, man, like, I'll just keep it real. In my day-to-day life, I don't be going out too much. And to be honest, bro, sometimes I do find myself, like, it's unfortunate and it makes me sad to think about, but it's like, there's days where I just feel like I can't leave the house. Yeah. Even though it's like I live in a nice spot and there's probably nothing gonna happen, and like most of the time I'm good. Maybe I wear the shiesty or a hood or a hat. But there's some days where I might be really struggling with the anxiety, and I'll be in my feelings. I'll be like, I can't go outside today. I just can't.
Same. I haven't really talked about this shit on camera, but there's been times where I literally didn't. I just stayed inside. And, I'd be in a working zone and I'm just nonstop. But it got to a point where I was literally like having anxiety attacks. I was so in my head, I was fucked, and I'm not going to say anything incriminating, but I felt like if I didn't have something around me, I felt like I was gonna freak the fuck out. And then if I had something around me, I feel like my door's gonna get kicked in, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on with me? Like,
you know what's funny, man? I can't say too much either, right? But like, even in the UK, obviously it's very strict, but it's like, almost sometimes you feel like, I need something. But then the other hand, you just think like, man, am I gonna have something that someone else gonna take off me and use on me? I don't want to be.
Is this gonna make my situation even worse?
And I can't be walking around with the thing that someone else gonna use.
Yeah.
So it's like
a fucking trap.
And that's why you just stay at home.
It's a battle inside of your fucking head, bro.
And it's difficult because it makes life hard on some shit of like, look, well, I'm in Miami, I got security, we're moving differently out here. It's a different ball game, but it's like, even just at home, your girl wants to go somewhere and it's just kind of like, yeah, I want to, but it's like, well, it's almost like you got to pretend to be normal, but it's like,
and you'll take your girl and there's even fucking memes like the girls walking through the grocery store, but in your head, you're fucking, all right, he's looking crazy. He's been staring the whole time. I don't know if he's a fan or not because he ain't saying it. It's just, it's a lot, and it's hard to get somebody to understand that. It's hard to talk about, bro.
No, for real.
Because a lot of people will just run it off like, oh, you scared, or you this, or you that, but it doesn't matter who I talk to. This is, even everybody I was in prison with, we've all come home and realized how fucked up we are after coming home. Because when you're in the madness, you're fine. You thrive in it. There's too much shit going on to be focused on it. But when you find peace, that's when you see how much damage this shit's actually caused, because you'll be in the middle of the most peaceful environment, but mentally you're not at peace. It's you that's not at peace with yourself. And that's the fucking struggle that I go through. So to talk to somebody that goes through similar things, it makes me feel a little bit better knowing that I'm not the only one going through it.
Yeah, me too, man. And
just, I try to hear what they do so that I'm not trapped in my own, because I had the penthouse crib at the top of the city. And the only thing it made me do was look down and feel alone. Yeah. If I'm being honest. Yeah, it's a flex on the gram, but I just feel so fucking isolated from everything and everyone.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, man. It's like, I won't say too much, but there's even little shit of just like stuff that should actually be good starts feeling negative. Like I be having shit of like, look, it's a blessing to be famous and to get recognized by fans and shit, but it's like, I'll be on some shit like I might get recognized in the elevator in my building, and that's like, someone's trying to get some fan love, but it's like, bro, we ain't taking a picture in this building. I ain't really even trying to say that I'll be here. I might just be here for some other shit, but it's like, then it makes you feel like you can't trust anyone. People are like, oh, where do you stay at? Don't worry where I stay at. I can't tell you I can't tell no one where I stay at. I got to be careful who I bring. I don't let anyone take pictures in my crib. And then you start, something that has really pissed me off over the years, and sometimes I wonder whether it's them or me, is some shit of like, I've had people that I grew up with maybe say some shit of like, I'll be like, oh, I gotta move this way. And they're from the small town mentality. They don't really get what I got going on. And there's some shit like, oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, what? Oh, you think the Bloods are gonna get you or whatever? And I'm just like, maybe. You don't know. I'm actually living this and dealing with this.
Exactly.
And when people try to downplay my safety or act like, oh, whatever, like, bro, I'm not trying to talk to those people. But then on the other hand, you feel like, bro, am I moving crazy? Do I need to relax a bit? Like, do I need to, maybe if I go to You know, maybe if I go to the supermarket with a, you know what I'm saying, with my girl or my family or whatever, it's
Bro,
it's
they
cool.
don't understand it because you know what? At the end of the fucking day, Duck died getting a gift for his kid.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, Fulio died going to a hotel after celebrating his birthday. It don't matter. PNB Rock died eating fucking waffles. They wanted his jewelry. You know, you got the rollie on. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, though, man. That's the thing.
But
It makes
it's something as simple as that, and somebody will try to kill you. For people that don't understand it, or just they haven't seen as many examples as we have of it, it's like it's not in their head.
Yeah.
Versus for us, it's a constant thought.
Well, that was always the thing of me as well. Like, you know, when shit started taking off for me, I don't come from money. Like, I'm self-made. I can't say that I grew up in the roughest hood in the world, but like, you know, my dad like had businesses that came and went and failed and like had some success, lost money, lost everything. Like, my family been through a whole lot of ups and downs and bullshit. What I got going on, I built from the ground up. Like, I went periods of just being broke, doing anything I could for money. And then you end up getting a little bit of money and then you start feeling like, I can't show it, I can't spend it, I can't show it off, I don't want to be a target, I don't want to put a sign on, like a rob me sign on myself. But then also you kind of rob yourself of the happiness of like, well, I want a nice watch, I can afford it, I want to get a rollie, like, and I want to wear it. But I bought this watch, I left it in the safe for months on some shit of just like, no, I can't wear it, I can't be seen wearing that. Like,
bro, it's like having a bad bitch. Like, I got a baddie and I want y'all to know it, but now I don't because now y'all in her DMs and fucking following her.
This is what
same
I mean.
shit. Like, it's cool to talk to somebody, bro, that deals with a lot of the same things because that's what you don't really find. And it's like a lot of people don't understand that. And, you know, obviously we've spoke on some of the DACA aspects of what we do. What do you feel like is the biggest blessing you've received through finding this YouTube career that you have?
Man, there's a couple things that come to mind. I would say the first thing straight up is that, like, I know it's difficult, you don't want to go outside, you feel stressed, you feel nervous, this and that, but like, we're blessed, like, even though the death and all that shit is very difficult to process, like, I get to look into and read and learn about and listen to music, shit that I love all day, every day, and get paid off of it. And my passion and the stuff that I'm interested in and the culture and my experience and things I've learned, things I've listened to for the last 10, 20 years all came in handy, and I make good money now off of stuff that I love. And sometimes I think to myself, like, I'm so blessed to get paid off of doing some shit I love, because the amount of people that make hella money doing some shit they hate and they're like, oh, I just want to get out of this. I can't wait to get... I love what I do. I want to do it forever. I'd love to see some of the downsides maybe minimized a little bit and like be able to get through the shit a little bit more positively without it being so difficult. But in the same breath, I want to be able to do this for as long as I can. I actually love what I do. I want to take this shit to the top. I feel like there's so much more room to grow. We've got people like Adam and Vlad that are still growing, the academics. I look up to all of these guys. I think, man, I'm trying to take my lane as far as they took their lanes and shit. And like, so that's like the most motivating thing that I'm so grateful for, because I know so many people that do jobs that they hate or they're not making the money that they want to get. And you know what it's like, man, this thing's a blessing. You know, the YouTube, shit, man, I didn't even know it could go this good, you know? And like doing something that I actually like I would take it, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully not, but I would take a pay cut and still keep doing this because I'm like, I love doing this. Fortunately, it goes well and there's views and there's money and we can invest in the business and all that kind of stuff. But like, you know, that's one of the best things about it, just actually being able to do something you love and you're passionate about and that you're good at. Like, it feels good to do something. Like when I'm researching a video, I feel like I'm like Michael Jordan playing or something. When I like, there's a video that's been taken down and I find some backdoor way to get it and archive it and save it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm cooking right now. You know? So, and that feels good. Like you actually, like, we're top level at what we do. And so when you're actually in there cooking, when you're recording a video, like when you finish a video, you're like, yeah, man, I just got it in. Like that shit feels good.
It's a great feeling.
For sure. Like obviously views is great. Like when you have a video that's successful, it's great. When you have a video that does badly, that shit sucks. But it's like, I'm always just blessed to even be making videos and to be doing this and to be in this position. I'm very grateful. Like I really practice gratitude and I just try and have a positive outlook and just remember how lucky I am, even though I deal with a lot of bullshit and a lot of difficult things. Like super blessed and super lucky to be doing this. And then even then, this job gives you a lot of flexibility, man. I wouldn't be able to come to Miami, stay in nice spots, chill with you guys, like if I wasn't working hard and getting far in this YouTube thing. So, you know, I'm kind of feeling, I just feel super blessed that I get to do that. And the one other thing I would say as well, when I was growing up, other than my big brothers, I didn't have no one, like I had one friend at school that listened to rap. I feel like the one thing I really love, even if a fan comes up to me or meeting you or meeting Adam, is like, I feel like my whole life I've been crying out for people that are just like into the same shit as me that I can have a conversation with. I can't have a conversation really with, other than my brothers, but even now they don't really listen to hip hop like they used to. Like the stuff that's going on now that I talk about, they don't know about no Lil Jets or anything like that.
Right.
So one thing I do love is that like when I run into a fan, I know that they're into all the same shit as me and it feels like we're friends. Like if they're on some positive shit, like I love to chop it up with a fan. Like I'm like, what are you listening to? Like I'm hyped because it's like, growing up, I didn't have none of those people. And it's like, I've almost unlocked this world of people that, all those subscribers, they're into the same shit as me. Otherwise they wouldn't be subscribed. So that's one thing I really love when I meet people that are into this. Like, you know, we went to Rolling Loud and it's just like, you guys all love hip hop too. Like, where were you when I was a kid, man? Like, I feel like I'm actually part of something now. So that's definitely like another aspect where I just feel blessed to be part of this scene.